looking for the kind of stories that come from just regular people. People like us. They do not have to be grand epic tales.
What this was all about today was entitled History Dectectives. It's an idea that we've come with, and this is the second go around really with History Dectectives. And the idea is to go into the community and cull stories from the community, from the inhabitants of the black community, mainly the black community, about the black community. And many of those stories are verbal. And verbally, as generations pass on, some of those stories are lost. And they are worthy of being recorded historically as far as simply a story goes, or maybe even, possibly even, dramatized into a play, because that's what the Robey Theatre Company does. We produce plays.
Because it's like Lorraine Hansberry said, you know, everyone, no matter who they are, is dramatically interesting. No matter who they are, has a great story in them. No matter who they are.
That's really a big deal for me in my teaching and in my writing, is the idea that everyone has a unique experience, right? Even within one community, each distinct person has an experience that's kind of worth being shared. So I feel like, I mean, yeah, even hearing about the history of the museum, there's so many stories there exactly that could be really interesting. So I just want to find a story that we haven't heard and, you know, give a voice to that particular person or community or whatever. So that's why I'm excited about this.
Four playwrights, Melvin Ishmael Johnson, Kurt Maxey, Julie Taiwo Oni, and Oscar Aguelo. These were the four playwrights that have taken part. So they're not the only four playwrights that will be taking part, but these are the first of several that Robey has had a relationship with in our Playwrights Lab or is a working collaborator. And they're on board because they showed a real interest in this and were invited and consented. As the Robey Theatre Company, one of our mandates, part of our mission, is a kind of enlightenment through theater. It's educational at various levels of the work that we do. A big part of what we do is a theatrical rendition of many historical subjects without jumping on a soapbox or becoming academic about it. You know, it's theater. That's mandatory. It needs to be theater because theater is live, what we do, and it's magic when it works well.
And 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And because we wanted to see the show, which is a real...
Continue to hear stories about the African American culture, and as we do, we'll cull from those stories what we deem the most interesting and that represent our culture, and develop those into stories and eventually probably into short one-act plays or plays.